Now, this man actually may be responsible for the health of some New Yorkers right now, because I found him with the Healthcare Workers United for Palestine movement and again, wearing a Test and Trace Corps jacket. That's part of the New York State government, the people responsible for doing medical testing. Now, would you want this man to have anything to do with your healthcare? Kash Patel, I know you must be very busy, but it is my belief that this man is worthy of the FBI's time.
Do you think that, what's that? You gonna stop him from interviewing me? You know what, you know that this proves our point, right? Okay. So now two people, listen. Two people. What do you want to prevent him to say? Getting ready to march.
Now here we go again, another paid protester coming to stop my interview, although this time, he's not just one of the workers, he is a leader. His name is David Chung. He is the general manager at the People's Forum, the company responsible for organizing these pro-Iran protests. We know that because they literally told us that at the previous rally.
What's the best way that people can get involved into organizing the protest?
In New York, the People's Forum is a great space to get politicized, to meet people in your community, to come together.
Now, David has been a paid protester for a long time. This is his portfolio that got him promoted to be a manager. Here's him yelling to stop NATO. Here's him yelling to release Khalil, a man who was the spokesperson of an organization at Columbia that passed out pro-Hamas flyers. Here is David again wearing a safety vest at a protest, which is what you get to do after you prove yourself. Now, David has even been in the promotional material for the Party of Socialism and Liberation to never stop fighting for Palestine as they show themselves protesting just one day after October 7th. Now, just looking at the People's Forum on Glassdoor, it seems managers get paid between $60,000 to $90,000 a year, and you've just seen what they do with their time. You might even see some familiar faces on their X feed. But all of this isn't about just some manager at a company. This goes all the way to DC. Here is David with Rashida Tlaib. Now, Tlaib is a congresswoman who has called for the abolishment of police. She's also promised to, quote, impeach that mother when referring to Trump. She showcases the Palestine flag outside her office, and yes, there's a bit of irony in this picture when you see which flag is also there. And this is a glimpse of Tlaib's district. Does this look like the United States to you? First, we have to talk about this photo. On the very right is Manolo Santos. He's the executive director of the People's Forum. Now, David is in this picture because he's high up at the People's Forum, and he has been no stranger to Cuba activism. Now, who's funding the bales of these paid agitators? His name is Neville Roy Singham, a billionaire and self-described socialist. Singham and his wife Jody Evans, who is the co-founder of Code Pink, have given over $20 million to the People's Forum. Singham funneled the money through the Goldman Sachs Philanthropy Fund, and after a while of keeping the source of the money a secret, the People's Forum eventually said, "A few years ago we met Roy Singham, a Marxist comrade who sold his company and donated most of his wealth to nonprofits that focus on political education, culture, and internationalism." In April 2024, more than 100 activists from ongoing anti-Israel protests on Columbia University's campus met with members of the People's Forum in their Manhattan office just hours before protesters occupied Columbia's Hamilton Hall. So Singham, along with Soros, is one of the biggest funders of anti-America protests.